Holy crap. That right there is in a few words that I can sum up pretty much episode 9 of Gangsta. This episode was crazy, and not only that, it revealed so much in it. So now see at the beginning of the episode, there was some tag that was taken hostage by pretty much the real anti-tags. And we see now that the one behind all this, his name is Ivan. Now I forgot his last name, but I do believe that this guy could be the son of Mr. Monroe, because if you look at them, they look very, very similar. And going back to a flashback when we saw Mr. Monroe when he was younger, this Ivan guy looked like him completely. But we see now that one of the tags has a daughter, and we have Ivan taking his daughter hostage. And now this guy had been assigned to attack the Caristo family leader, that little girl. And so right now, the guy was thinking about if he should do it or not. But we do get this pretty good moment between Alex and the Caristo family leader. And we see that while they were talking, we learned that her mother was also a prostitute, but her father fell in love with her at first sight and married her. And we see now that her mother was the first woman to ever perform, on stage at that bachelor club. And so now we see Ivan. Of course, this guy is still acting like a loyal member of the Monroe family, and we see him now bringing a suitcase of money, to the Crystal family leader. And we see that when he walked past that tag who he gave this job to, we see that he actually had an ear wrapped up in a paper towel or a napkin, and of course that ear must belong to his daughter. And I felt so bad for the guy, because obviously that right there is what set him off and made him go crazy. And we see now that when one tag or some worker had tried to stop him, he actually cut off his hand. And I will say that it was a scene or two where the animation was definitely poor. And after that guy got his hand cut off, I definitely noticed that the animation did go downgrade a little bit, but that right there was fixed rather quickly. And so now we see that this guy was not the only one who was brought here to actually attack the Caristo family leader. And we even see now that all these other tags were getting in there as well, trying to attack her. But we have Galahad, I do hope now I'm saying his name right. Obviously, he was protecting her, but we see that when all these other tags were running out, most of them were not safe as they were still getting attack on the outside. And so right now we have Nicolas still on watch out, and Warwick was wondering if he saw anything. And so right now Warwick had wanted to go back to the club so that he could drink, and Nicolas did not want to do that, because he knows that once Warwick starts, that right there will last pretty much for a long time. But we see that while they were heading back anywhere or going somewhere else, obviously all of those tags that were trying to escape would run past them. And of course they were wondering what was going on. And then we have Ivan telling that chick to kill everyone, and of course she was doing that. But we see that there was one boy who's over with that girl who we do learn name is Erica. And we see that this guy was actually matched for Galahad when it came to strength wise, and of course he outmatched him when it came to speed. And even when it seemed like Galahad did the upper hand, it definitely didn't last for that long. And we even have the other guy named Marco. This guy reminds me of a Wallace from what's it called? Hellsing. I'm pretty sure most of you are probably familiar with that series, because it's definitely pretty old. And this guy is a beast with the wires. But even when those two working together, it definitely was not easy to take this guy down. And we see thanks to Marco's wires, they were able to pin him. But then we have Erica, now showing up, because she had killed all the tags that were outside and in the area, and of course she stole their tags. And so right now we have the we have the Crystal family leader trying to escape, and of course Alex like with her as well. But we see that the leader, she actually notices all these bodies outside. So right now it definitely wasn't safe, especially with the way they were going. But she did give Alex a gun, even though Alex didn't like it. She had no choice but to take it anyway. And we see now that the leader was actually going to go back to fight with her family. And we see that when she does show up, because obviously Erica is definitely above the rest, especially that little boy, because Marco and Galahad definitely could not handle her. And we even see that this girl does not waste even a single strike, because even though Marco had dodged her sword swing, she actually was able to cut those wires and free her partner. And so right now we see that or we learn actually that Marco is actually like a normal. He is not a tag, but we do see that he carries a ring around his neck, and I'm guessing that ring must have been from a wife that sadly must have been killed. So hopefully we will learn more about Marco, because from that scar on his face, especially part of his ear missing, he definitely went through a few things. So I do want to learn more about his character, because to me, for a normal, he definitely impressed me. And we do learn that Galahad is actually an A rank. And so now we see, just when it seemed like things were not looking well, because we have the leader coming back here, and obviously Erica was dodging or deflecting all those bullets, and of course Alex is definitely not that good with a gun. It seemed that it was not looking that well for them. But then we have Nicolas finally showing up, and of course he actually recognizes Erica, because she bears a very strong resemblance to Delico, who we also saw in the episode. And so right now, so pretty much everybody who saw Erica, recognized her, instantly. So obviously something happened, where Erica used to be, a very good girl and cooked all these people, but somehow she disappeared, and now she has changed. But we see that with that word, obviously he knew that Nicolas could not handle this, because we saw him shoot out, some flare. And we have, we have pretty much everybody pouring in the town, noticed that. And so now we see that, when Nicolas was fighting these anti-tags, I was thinking that that they would do a lot better against him, because I thought Nicolas would win this easily. But that right there was not the case, because this right here was actually a pretty hard battle for him. And we even have Galahad call him a faker, before him, Marco, the leader, and Alex all went into this room. And we even see that this door, who was made specifically to counter Tag's strength, this kid almost knocked it down, or did some pretty good damage to it. And so now we see, or we learn, that Nicolas is actually a faker. He is not a real, AO rank. And that right there shocks me. We learn now that this guy actually, we learned that overall Nicolas is a BS. I believe they said a B5 rank. There we go, a B5 rank. And that right there shocked me, because I thought for sure that he would be an AO rank for sure. But to learn that he's not was definitely shocking. And not only that, we see him lose. Well, not really lose, but he definitely got hurt. But we see that. But we see that before they could kill him, we have Ginger and Doug coming in and stopping the fight. And we see now that Ginger might actually be the strongest tag that we've seen, besides Gina, who obviously the leader, because she was an S5 rank. And to me, I'm not expecting that. And obviously, Erica definitely got outclassed. And when they recognized that these two were from the guild, obviously they had to retreat. And so right now, when they like running away, we have the officer who interacts with Nicolas and work so much. He also recognized her as well, and we even see that when it was all said and done, we have Warwick asking for that car phone so that way he can call Delico and let him know that they should have found his sister, because I'm pretty sure that maybe he thought that like she was dead or something. But also I had no idea that Delico had like two different eye colors. One was red and one was blue. I'm pretty sure they didn't show that before, when the episode, focused on him fighting Doug, a while ago now. And so I do wonder, why is that? Maybe he was born that way or something happened to him. I have no idea, but that right there shocks me. But obviously his sister, it's not the same for her, because both her eyes are blue, and we see now that the guy, I believe, is a tag hater. He actually recruited Alex's brother Emilio, because we saw him meet up with all these people and that guy, and we have no idea what he's planning, but I do believe this guy might be a powerhouse as well, for a normal. All these people are probably like Marco level. They can fight tags, even though they're normal. So this guy definitely should be a powerhouse, but I do wonder if Nicolas will ever truly become I do wonder if Nicolas will truly ever become, an aim rank and move past B, because obviously this guy definitely has the skill, even if he does have to take, Celebrate, to bring it out. But that right there was like definitely that right there was definitely the biggest shock to me, and I do, want to learn more about, about Erica, because right now everybody seems to know her, but we have no idea what their connection is, to her. And not only that, I do wonder what, Ivan is planning, because obviously her and Erica seem very close, to when he was on the phone. But like I said, this to me, this episode was like definitely amazing. It shocks me like you wouldn't believe. I thought for sure, Nicolas was a true A rank. But of course, I love to hear what you guys thought about this. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really helps me out. And you guys take it easy. I will see you all next time.